A newspaper is really a huge plant which manufactures an entirely new and different product every day. In these offices, the business manager and other executives arrange the details of this huge enterprise that brings together so many skills. Upon them rests the responsibility of fulfilling obligations to News-Sentinel subscribers, the advertisers, the employees who make it, and the owners who have invested their capital. Most manufacturing plants turn out the same product every day. But every day's News-Sentinel must be created anew, a brand new product every 24 hours. Thousands of miles from Knoxville, where the presses are, experienced foreign correspondents send the latest international news to America by the almost instantaneous teletype. At the branch office in the great cities of the United States, the news is sorted and sent to hundreds of newspaper offices throughout the country. From these branch offices, too, come items of national importance, lead stories from Washington, New York, San Francisco. This is one of the teletype machines in the News-Sentinel office. Hour by hour, day after day, it unceasingly sends in the flood of the news. But how about pictures for the paper? The News-Sentinel's own photographers cover assignments from the city editor, as do the reporters. The News-Sentinel has the first pictures. It is served by Acme Telephoto. This is a transceiver. When a picture is ready to come over the wire, the telephone rings. The operator sets the dials so they synchronize with the dials at the other end of the connection. A picture can be telephotoed in 7 minutes from any place in the continental United States. The telegraph editor keeps vigilant watch on these machines to catch the developments as they occur. The editorial room is the heart of the newspaper. It is here that the news comes from the 5-wire services and where local stories are prepared for the paper. Here sits the editor who determines the editorial policy of the News-Sentinel. The associate editor helps formulate policies and shares editorial responsibility. The managing editor is the news executive. He is the one who is responsible for the general appearance and news content of the newspaper. He passes on all stories that appear in the paper and determines the location and the space devoted to each story, depending on the importance of the news. Special feature writers, cartoonists, artists work under the supervision of the managing editor. The state editor receives news reports from hundreds of local correspondents located in towns throughout the News-Sentinel circulation territory. The city editor is responsible for all local news. He assigns reporters to cover the various beats, such as the City Hall, the Federal Building, the courthouse, the hospitals, and the police station. When stories of importance break, it is up to him to see that the reporters and photographers are on the job regardless of the hour. These files contain the newspaper's library, usually known as the morgue. The morgue holds stories and pictures about important people and places from the back issues of the paper. Some information about Kentucky. Here it is in this folder, all cataloged for your convenience. Into the engraving department go the pictures that appear in the News-Sentinel. Here, by an electric process, they are transferred to zinc plates, which are sent to the forms. The composing room houses 26 intricate typesetting machines costing from $8,000 to $12,000 each. The operator sits at a machine with a keyboard resembling a typewriter. Very gently he touches the keys. Now he has finished one line of type. And as he prepares for the next line, the letters which he has used travel back to their proper positions. The linotype does everything but get the material for the story. When the article is completed, the lines of the type are taken to the forms. Each form is the size of the actual page of the paper. The story is fitted into its proper place, which the managing editor has decided upon. Leads and slugs fill in any loose spaces. Want a suit pressed? This device in the stereotype department will press it permanently. Under tremendous pressure, it imprints upon a damp cardboard matrix the exact impression of the print in the form. Into this machine goes the matrix to act as a mold for 60 pounds of molten lead. The lead is taken out of the mold and given a water bath to cool it off. These stereotype plates are now ready to be sent to the cylindrical presses to print the paper. It is stored in the plant in great rolls weighing from 400 to 1,500 pounds, each roll being 5 miles long. This press eats up 20 rolls of paper a day, or 100 miles of paper every 24 hours. A person could walk from Knoxville to Chattanooga on the paper used to print the News-Sentinel for one average daily. The presses clatter with a tremendous roar as they turn out 600 copies of the News-Sentinel a minute. Each 50th copy is turned out for easy bundling, and without stopping, the papers are carried overhead to the mailroom. Here the papers are wrapped for distribution. And down the chute they go into the waiting trucks and cars driven by the district circulation managers. The paper would never reach its many thousands of readers but for the carriers. They have the final responsibility for the distribution of the latest news of the day. The News-Sentinel circulation men are trained in dealing with the hundreds of alert young men who serve the public with this modern afternoon newspaper. Daily meetings and conferences are held so that proper training in modern business methods of sales, service, collection, and accounting will be made available to the carrier salesman. The all-important idea to these men is proper dealing with the young men they contact daily. They know that busy boys are better boys. They know that any youngster who is willing and not easily discouraged will make a success on his News-Sentinel route. Only in a free country like America do people get real newspapers. Only in a nation like this can a boy operate such a successful business. A business that provides regular year-round income, that fits in well with his school and actually aids school work because it develops a boy mentally and physically. Regular outdoor activity is healthful. Business training advances him far beyond his years. You learn how to meet and do business with many people, building a reputation among them and with your newspaper that will provide a valuable stone for your future.